legality. As a former federal prosecutor and public defender who's defended cases involving 10 and 20 defendants, there's this thing called the blockbuster ruling. If one defendant is using a statement against another defendant in the charged indictment, that case has to be split and tried separately. All 19 can go separately, or there can be a combination of the two. Either way, there is no way under the constitutional rigors of due process to get this to trial in 6 months. But more importantly, the Fulton County DA just made a representation to the world. She just lied to the universe. As the district attorney, your name, your stamp is on every single indictment. You do not have loose copies of indictments floating around and blame the clerical system and the judicial officer in the clerk's office for a mishap. She just said she has no idea how that indictment was presented and posted online. She just lied to the world. That should tell you everything you need to know about her weaponized system of justice, her personal animosity towards Donald Trump, and the destruction of due process and the continued election rigging that goes on at the state level. Now it centers around Atlanta, Georgia, and this Fulton County DA. Congress must investigate and subpoena her immediately for lying to the world about how this judicial process unfolded and that phony indictment that was put up. It was done with her approval, through her hands, and through all of her assistant district attorneys. She's responsible. She just lied to the world.
Mike Davis, something Kash left out that you'd like to expound on?
I would just say this. They waited, Jack Smith and Fani Willis waited 30 months to bring these bogus charges against President Trump, but now they both want to rush to try President Trump when these are complicated factual cases. They're easy legal cases. These are non-crimes, but complicated factual cases with a lot of witnesses across a lot of different states. They want to rush to try President Trump within the next 6 to 8 months. That just happens to be during the presidential election. This is obvious election interference by Democrat prosecutors to take out President Trump before the 2024 presidential election. I will also note that Fani Willis refused to say whether she's cooperating with the Biden Justice Department, including Jack Smith. They're obviously cooperating. They're obviously colluding to take down Trump.
Yeah, and Kash kind of touched on that a little earlier. I want to bring this in. Every individual is charged with one count, Mike, overt acts, predicate acts. What's the difference? She said some clearly overt, not as serious as the predicate acts. What are we dealing with here?
We're dealing with a legal stew here. She's coming up with a organized crime theory to go after President Trump and his lawyers and his other advisors to try to criminalize the political process. And that's what they're doing here. And again, this isn't just about 2024. This is a warning shot to Republicans that if you dare question elections, Democrats are going to unleash the full force of the criminal prosecution, the criminal system they have. They're going to unleash it against Republicans who dare raise questions about elections going